Hello there and welcome back to my channel, or if this is the first video of mine you are seeing, then welcome. I'm so excited for today's video because I'm doing a collab video with MakeupLynzz here on YouTube. I'm so excited. She reached out to me over on Instagram and asked if I wanted to do a collab with her, and we're going to be doing like a floral inspired look using the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz eyeshadow palette, which is a stunning, beautiful, gorgeous palette, and this is perfect for this time of the year. I mean, of course, for all year round, but just look at these beautiful light pinky tones, just so stunning, and I do love a beautiful pink look. She sent this picture over as well, so I'm definitely going to be taking some inspiration with some of these really beautiful pinky tones, and we definitely have some gorgeous pinky tones in this eyeshadow palette, so I am so excited to create this look. Now, the only thing I have done off camera is I have taken my Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powder on my eyes, and I've already set that. For face primer, I'm wearing my Say Glowy Super Gel, and this one's in Warm Glow. And then on the lips for lip prep, I'm wearing my Tower 28 Lip Softy in Sugar Plum. Now, this one is just a little mini size. I've been trying to finish this mini. It came in a holiday set last year, I believe. So I've been just trying to finish this one up. So that's all I've applied so far. So I'm going to zoom you in a little bit and we're going to get started on this eye look. Okay, I have already set my eyeshadow primer a little bit, but I want to take this shade right here. I'm going to take the shade Cherished on a blending brush from e.l.f. and I'm going to press that all over the lid, and we are going to take that all the way up to the brow bone as well. I just want some of this pretty pinky goodness all over the lid, just for kind of giving me a little bit of a pinky base. If you love eyeshadow palettes, like eyeshadow content, you love to watch eyeshadow tutorials or anything like that, you will absolutely love Kay's channel. She does the most beautiful eye looks, and I mean, they are stunning. They are absolutely beautiful. And she also does like project panning type content and like more of the use what you have. So if you are into any of that kind of content, you will absolutely love her channel and her. Like, she is the sweetest person. And I'm so happy that she reached out to me and wanting to do this collab because, yes, of course. And anything involving pink, I'm definitely game. So I'm just kind of laying this down. I just want to get this like all over the lid just to kind of give me a good little pinky base just for start. You know, I also had these cute little flowers. They're kind of like, they're not fabric. I don't know exactly what material they are, and I was going to put some of those, like at least put one out here. Then I realized I don't have eyelash glue to do that with. So that kind of ruined that. And I don't know if there's something I have just to make them stick long enough for the end of the video. Like just so you can see what I was going for. I don't have anything. Because they're kind of small, so you couldn't use like a piece of tape. But they would have been so cute. I didn't even think about it, but I don't wear false eyelashes anymore, so I didn't think about it. Okay, on a Sigma E54, I'm going to go into the shade Happiness. I cannot wait to see what look Kay has created. I'm so excited to see her video and to see the look she came up with. I know it's going to be stunning. And I'm going to apply a little bit more of that out here as well. In this outer corner. I definitely want this really beautiful pinky vibe. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing over here. Of course, my look is going to be a little more simple because if you're not new to my channel at all, you will know that I love very simple eye looks. I'm all about the neutrals and more of like a wearable look. Now, I say wearable subjectively because what I would consider wearable would be different from someone else. I just meant more, I guess, like simple. I just really love really simple eye looks on myself. I love to see people create these really gorgeous, like they use like 10 different eyeshadows and they wing it out, or they do liquid liner or anything like that, or graphic liner, whatever you want to call it. I love to see looks like that, but on myself, I'm much more of a neutral person, so of course I'm going to go a more softer route. And then I'm going to go back in with that Cherished shade, and I'm going to go around the edges. That was the first shade in the palette I used, that really soft pink. Just going to kind of take that around this deeper pink. And do the same thing over here. Okay, and then I'm going to take the shade Joy on my finger, and we're going to apply that right here in the very, very center of my lid, meeting up with that Happiness shade. This is a stunning eyeshadow palette. I can see why it is still like one of her most loved palettes. I think it's so pretty. And this look is definitely giving me springy pink flower vibes. And then I'm going to take the shade Self Love. I'm going to take that on this little spongy thing. If you watched my video on this past Friday, I used this to apply some of my shimmer shades, and I felt like it did a really good job. So I'm going to apply that right in here. Just to give me that little pop of brightness. Yes, I love this soft little, almost pastel pink eye look. I love that because this is my vibe. This is definitely this soft, pretty pink. Alright, we're going to move on to my lower lash line, but first I'm going to apply my Cali Ray Hideaway Corrector in Cool Sunrise, and then I'm going to apply my Huda Beauty Concealer in the shade Make 15. I mix these two because the Huda Beauty one is just a little bit too light for me, but mixing these two shades together is the perfect match. Because I've mentioned it many times, I do not like a bright under eye on myself. I like more of my skin tone shade under my eyes. My under eyes can be like really dry, so I feel like that really bright under eye draws attention to what I don't want. So I'm just going to apply that and then blend those two together. I love this really soft pinky eye look. It's almost like a pinky lilac-y look in person. I don't know how it'll look on camera, but in person it just kind of has like a little bit of a lilac vibe to it. Okay, and then I'm going to go back into the shade Happiness, and I'm going to apply that to my lower lash line. I'm going to take that about halfway. It's such a pretty pink shade. Also, I pulled this palette in my No Pan Left Behind, or my little random generator picked this palette, so this also counts as me using it for that as well. But this is a lot more fun because I get to collab with Kay. And then I'm going to take some of the shade Moon Magic, and we're going to pop that right in here and then drag it a little bit right here. It has some blue in it, but I thought it would be just kind of pretty just to add something like this to the inner corner. And then have a little bit of that come here on this beginning half of my lower lash line, just to kind of give this a little pop of something. It's kind of got like a purpley blueness to it, and there are definitely some gorgeous flowers with that kind of shade. So I thought it would just be really stunning. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Inner corner, first half of the lower lash line, and then also swoop here as well. I think this just adds a little pop of something a little more interesting to the look. I really love this eye look. I think it's so pretty and simple, and it's definitely giving me spring vibes. Okay, I'm going to do some mascara off camera, and I'm going to go in with my Refi Lash Sculpt Mascara. Now, I don't know, I might go ahead and do some foundation and bronzer as well and move on and just show the blush and the lips on camera, because I feel like that is going to probably really tie in this look, because I think I have the perfect blush and lip combo for it. So I think I will also go ahead and do my foundation as well. So just right quick, I will have all of this listed and linked for you below, of course, but I am going to be using the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence. This one's in the shade Fair. It is a little bit too light for me right now, so I'm going to mix it in with this Say Glowy Super Gel. This one's in the shade Sun Glow. This gives it a little bit, I did this combo the other day, and it really helped the shade on this for right now. This shade's fine for me when I don't have a little bit of a tan, but right now I kind of need a little bit of something added to it. So I'm going to do this, and then also I'm just going to go ahead and apply the bronzer as well off camera, and that would be my House Labs bronzer in Light Level 1. They have shade names now, but this is from the original release of the bronzer. So I'm going to do all that, and I'll be right back. Okay, now I just applied also some of my Tower 28 Super Dew. I definitely didn't need any extra glow, but I just really enjoy applying this, so I did add a little bit of that to my cheeks. I have a cream blush that I want to go in with first, and then I have two powder blushes that I'm going to mix and put over the top. I think they will look really pretty with this eye look. So the cream blush is from Tower 28. This is one of their Beach Please cream blushes, and this one is in the shade Dream Hour, this beautiful Barbie pink. So I'm going to take an e.l.f. 105 brush, which you can't get this brush anymore, unfortunately. But I love the shape of it, like the size. So I'm going to take just a little bit of this, because this is very, very pigmented. I'm going to tap a little bit on this side as well, because I have a powder blush, or two, that I want to apply over the top. So I definitely don't want a lot of this. I just kind of want a good base down. You can see just how pretty this shade is. I thought this shade, I am going to take a little bit more on this side. I thought this shade would be so pretty with this eye look. And this is a gorgeous shade in general. Like if you love these types of pinky blushes, you'll absolutely love this shade. But I just wanted to add a little bit of that. Wanted to tie in with the eyes, make it kind of like this really pretty pinky. I mean, I don't know how to look on camera. In person, it definitely gives me like almost like pinky, lilac-y orchid vibes. So I really like that. Okay, and then over the top of that, I have two blushes here from Tower 28. These are their Get Set powder blushes. If I can get them open. There we go. So I have the shade Malibu Cooler, which is this beautiful, more cool tone pink. And then I have Feliz Fresca, which we have this little bit of a darker pink. I'm going to mix the two of these together. I'm just going to dip once in each because these are very pigmented. You definitely do not need a lot of these. So I'm going to start with Feliz Fresca first, the deeper shade. I'm going to tap once into that and then tap once into the other shade. And we're going to apply that right over the top, which, oh, I might have to put some over here. These are very pigmented blushes, both the creams and the powders. So you definitely don't need a lot unless you just want a lot. That is totally fine as well. I love pink. I think pink is such a beautiful color. It's just so happy, and it's definitely, pink is gorgeous all year round, but I definitely, when I see these beautiful pinks like this, I think of a beautiful spring look. Okay, I kind of wiped that brush off on a little silicone mat. I'm just going to kind of go back over it a little bit just to blend that out a little bit. Now, I am going to go in with some powder in just a second, so I'll be setting more in this area because I'm very glowy and shiny in the center of my face right now. But I knew I had that cream blush first, so I kind of wanted to get that placed down first. All right, let's just go a little bit across the nose with this. Just a little bit. Now I'm first going to take my one size powder. This one is in the ultra pink. Now this is just like a little sample size that I got from Sephora. This powder is definitely pink, pink, pink. Now this powder is definitely extremely pink, but it is a beautiful powder. So I'm going to take a little bit of that on my Real Techniques Brightening Concealer brush. And then I'm going to press that right in here where my under eye meets up with that pretty pink blush. Now, if you have like a sponge and you press that powder in, you can definitely make this powder even more pink, pink, pink. But I do like applying it with a brush because I just think that it's a little bit easier for my skin tone. Or I should say my undertone, because I know a lot of times pink powders are marketed towards fair skin, but with my undertone, they're not always the best option for me. So maybe I'm going to go across the nose a little bit too. We're just going to make this a really pretty pinky, pinky, pinky look. It's so cute. So cute. Then I'm going to take on that same Real Techniques brush. I'm going to take my Rare Beauty Tinted Pressed Finishing Powder. This one's in the shade Porcelain. I'm going to take a little bit of that and go like on the rest of my T-zone area. You know, any place that I basically don't want the pink. Okay, we're going to move on to this lip combo. I'm first going to take the Joah Lip Candy lip liner in the shade Rose. They discontinued these a while back, so you can't get these anymore, but any kind of rosy toned lip liner would work. I just happen to have this in my collection, so I just want to use it up. Ooh, I'm wanting to roll back down on me here. I'm just going to line my lips and fill them in. Might be a little too warm toned for the eye look because the eye look did turn out a little bit more lilac-y than I thought it would. But I mean, it's still in the pinky family, so we'll let it go. And then I'm going to apply my Milani, I think these are called the Matte Fetish lipsticks, and this one's in the shade Petal. It's like this really beautiful kind of pinky tone, but I think it's going to be a little too warm for the eyes, but I'm just going to go ahead and apply it. It's such a beautiful shade. Now, one reason why I went in with these is because, well, the lip liner was called Rose, this one's called Petal. I was thinking more on the floral side. Now, on my viewfinder, that looks red, but it's actually a really beautiful rosy color, which it's so stunning. It doesn't really go with this eye look like I thought it would. The eyes turned out a little more lilac-y than I thought they would. I don't know why I was expecting something different from that, because I've created a very similar eye look before with this palette, but I don't know. But you know what? It's okay. This is just for fun. This is only for fun here. So over the top, I'm going to place this Lights Lacquer Jelly Balm Lip Lacquer. This one's in the shade Alyssa. This is just a really beautiful pink gloss. And these smell like a vanilla cupcake. They smell so good. And the flowers, I was going to put some of these pink flowers that I have here. I was going to add them to like in here or like maybe even up here some. But then I realized I don't have any glue. And these are not going to stick, like they're not like stickers or anything like that. They'd only work if you had some glue, but they would have been so perfect because they're these really pretty pinky flowers. So I hate that I don't have a way to apply them, but just pretend for me that I'm wearing one of these, because that would have made this look even more cute. Now, I know that the lips are a little bit too rosy, too warm toned, I think, for this eye look, but I was mostly going for the flower theme with the lip combo because I thought it was perfect. A lip liner named Rose, a lipstick named Petal. I thought it would be the perfect lip for this kind of video, for this kind of vibe, doing like more of a floral inspired eye look. But you know what? It's okay. I still enjoy the look. I love this really pretty pinky, springy vibe. I really do enjoy it. And Kay, thank you so very much for wanting to collab with me. I had so much fun creating this look, and I cannot wait to see your look as well. Like I said, if you love eyeshadow content, if you love like project panning content, using what you have, you will absolutely love Kay's channel. I will have her link for you below, as well as her video of creating her more floral inspired look, which I cannot wait to see what she creates. I cannot wait to see it. But thank you so very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, hope you will please consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing if you haven't already. Make sure you hit the bell icon so you are alerted to all my future uploads, and follow me on Instagram at jessicadeerly. All of these products will be listed and linked for you below. They are affiliate links, so if you click through and purchase, I do earn a small commission, and if you choose to do so, thank you so much for supporting me and my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!